So welcome back on next week on my new video for next week trades that I'm very much interested in trading. I call these trades an A plus setups because last week wasn't a good week for me. Last week I was down negative 350, and this week I'll make sure I'm gonna make my money back, baby. Not that I'm going to trade off greedy, and I'm just going to respect my rules and everything. So starting off this week, we have USD card. So with USD card, we are more bearish on the 4 time frames. That means we are very much interested in selling these markets. But looking at price right now, I'm waiting for price to tap this area of interest. Then price should tap this area of interest. And price to reject this area with a long wick candlestick. And the 4 hour should give me a potential retest, either this area or this area. Then I'm gonna sell the market to the downwards, because price has done this before. Looking at our past data, this happened on August 2024. So when price tapped this area of interest, price rejected it with a long wick rejection, telling us that price is rejecting the area of interest. So when we went down to the 4 hour time frame, what is it? So looking at the 4 hour time frame, we can clearly see that the moment price rejected the level, it broke structure, it broke the area of interest and retested the area of interest. So that's what I'm looking for price to do next week on USD card. So that's for USD card. I'll be selling the moment I see price reject, giving me the daily rejection. I'll wait for the daily rejection, then the break and the 4 hour retest at this area, either this area or this area. So that's for USD card. Our next market, our next pair is AUD USD. So on the AUD USD, I have my weekly trend to be bullish, my daily to be bearish, my 4 hour to be bullish. So right now, what do I want to see? I can see a clear double top pattern just happened on the 4 hour. The 4 hour just did what's called double top. So all I need is the break and retest at this neckline. Then I'm gonna enter this trade. This trade is not that healthy anyway, but I'll still be looking at the chart and see if price is clearly going to respect what I'm thinking about it. So our next pair for next week, or should I say this week, is USD CHF. So with USD CHF, our weekly is bearish, our daily is also bearish, and the 4 hour is bullish. So you can clearly see that the moment the weekly tap this area, the weekly is rejecting it, telling us that price might sell for next week. So what do I want to see? I do want to wait for the daily or the 4 hour to do the retest at this area. Price did a clear touch, a clear break, but our price didn't give me the absolutely retest I needed. So I needed the 4 hour or the daily to do the retest, and I'm gonna take this trade based on some entry signals on the lower time frame, like the engulfing any chart patterns. So that's for USD CHF. My next pair for next week, I have GBP AUD. You see, GBP AUD is the pair that's very clear for me for next week. This is the pair that I'm calling this week, next week trades as an A plus setup. So you can clearly see that price is currently bearish on the daily time frame because price hasn't broke our lower high, but I'm going to take this trade, and this is the reason why I'm going to take this trade. You can clearly see that the weekly is a rejection, is giving us rejection candlestick. That means the weekly is telling us something that next week we could be buying, because the moment the weekly tap this area, this zone, I should say, the weekly is more like rejection. So going down to the daily time frame, I can see clearly that we have a daily chart pattern called the double bottom. So the double bottom just happened on the daily. So this is something. Double bottom is a reversal chart pattern that shows that price is now about to change from being bearish to bullish. So what do I want to see? Price just did the clear break of the neckline on the daily, very nice and clean. But looking down to the 4 hour, I can see price did the break and retest on this neckline. So if I had seen this trade and pricing gave us the engulfing candlestick, so with this market, the moment the market is open, I'm going to wait for any pullback at any of my zones. So if pullback is to happen, maybe price will break and do another, like something like this, I'm going to enter the trade because price has done everything. Price give us the double button, did the break and the retest, give us the engulfing all on the higher time frame. This should tell me that price is going to buy on GBP AUD. So that's for GBP AUD next week. This is my biggest pair. This the pair that I'm much interested in trading for next week. My next pair is NZD USD. So with NZD USD, I have the daily to be bearish and the 4 hour to be bearish. That's all that I need. So what is price doing? Going down to the 4 hour time frame, I can clearly see that price is doing a continuation pattern. This is the double top. I don't know why this week market is giving me the double top. So the 4 hour gave me the double top. I'm waiting for the break and the retest at this neckline or the area of interest. One of them, either the neckline or maybe it's going past this area, reject it, and then I'm going to enter for this trade. So that's it. That's for NZD USD. I do want to see price break this neckline and tap this area of interest, reject it, on the 4 hour time frame or on the 1 hour time frame, then I'm going to enter for NZD USD. So that's for NZD USD. My next pair for next week. See, I call this trades an A plus set across. Price is very clean. The market is clean for next week. I could not have like 5 or 6 trades to be in profit next week. So it's Euro card. All I don't want to see is the retest at this area of interest. But price break, uh, price cost, price was in a bullish trend, and price break lower high. So all that I do want to see is the retest at the area of interest. Then I'm going to enter for the buy. So that's for Euro card. And you can see clear that the 4 hour is still doing the retest, the perfect retest. So I just want to see the daily retest. This is going to tell me that the market is going to shoot for a long. So that's for Euro card. My next pair is Euro GBP. So with Euro GBP, we have our weekly to be bearish, our daily also to be bearish, but our 4 hour is bullish. So price hasn't break this level. It hasn't break this level. So what do I want to see? 4 hour did the break. 4 hour break this my area of interest, my AOI. So all that I want to see is the 4 hour to retest this area. Then I'm just gonna buy based on my entry signals, my engulfing, my doji, my evening star, my morning star, actually all those patterns. I don't want to see those entry signals before I'm going to enter for this trade. So for now, I'm very much going to follow my rules. I'm not going to trade based off me losing trade. So I'm just going to take some stupid trades. Now from now going, I'm just going to always trade and go according to my trading rules, so that I don't end up like last week. Last week wasn't a good week in my trading journal. Next pair, NZD card. Why did I add this pair to? So clearly you can see that NZD did head and shoulders patterns on the daily time frame. It's not that clean, but we are gonna consider it like that. So price so with this pattern, the 4 hour is rejecting this area that's clean. So I will be waiting for the break. The break is this bed that clean. I don't know why I added this bed to my watch list for this week. This bed that clean. So moving on, we have GBP card. So with GBP card, all I do the daily just did the break and the perfect retest, showing a clear rejection from my area of interest. That this was I love about my trade. I always want to see price rejecting my area of interest at the daily time frame, telling me that price is going to go my way. Price is rejecting the area, so that means price is going to skyrocket. So what is happening right now? I just want to have this break and look for an engulfing probably on the 30 minutes, the break and retest. I think I do want to see something like this on the 30 minutes. Something like this, the break and retest, and I'm going to enter for the buy on the 30 minutes. So that's for GBP card. My next pair for next week, AUD USD. So with AUD USD, I can clearly see that price. Can clearly see that price is at the all-time high, and price is rejecting it on the weekly time frame. And going down to the daily time frame, I can see a clear double button that just happened on the daily time frame. So what do I want to see? I do want to have my break and the retest either on the 4 hour or on the daily. Yes, so that's what I'm waiting for. This also a clean setup. I'm not gonna lie. Price is rejecting the weekly is rejecting the all-time high just been, and the daily just did the pattern, the double bottom, rejecting our area of interest, and it's rejected our area of interest. And Sana gave us this doji candlestick telling me price is rejecting this area. So what do I wanna see? I do wanna have this perfect break and retest, and I'm going to enter for this trade. It's a counter trend trade because I'm not going with a trend. I guess I think this also a clean to send this. Oh yeah. So that's for AUD USD. I'm very much sure AUD USD is gonna make me money next week, bro. I'm not gonna lie. My next pair, I think I've touched down on this pair already. Okay. I've turned down GBP, AD, USD. So on Euro USD, it just did the on Euro AUD, it just did the same as the GBP with a double top, double button, price break. So we just gonna wait for the retest. So the retest is what we wanna see, and I'm going to enter. I think this market could sell to reach this level. I'm not gonna lie. Market is going to sell to reach this level. So GBP AUD and AUD and Euro AUD are trying to do the same thing. Let's see what is going to happen from this week. So my last two pairs are the silver. I do have silver on my watch list this week again. So what do I want to see? I can we have for centuries now. This is an area of interest on the daily time frame. A very clean area of interest. We tried price just broke. So all that I do want to see is the retest with an rejection candlestick or whatever. Then I'm just going to go down to my lower time frame and see if price is going to show me this hand more. I don't want to rush straight because I have like tons of pairs right now. So I'm not just going to take any stupid trades because I don't want to make money off all. Now that's not going to happen, bro. So that's for silver. This pair hasn't been on my. This pair actually joined earlier, I think 3 months ago. So with platinum, what do I want to see? Price is currently trending bearish. Here we have an plain area, and price is showing a rejection on the 4 hour. So what do I want to see? I'm just gone. I think this trade is already gone. Price is the break and retest. So I think this trade is already gone, bro. So we are going to see. So I'm going to enter the lower time frames. Able to retest again. If the lower time frame is going to do another retest, that's where I'm going to enter. I think that's all for next week. Yeah, that's like all the pairs for next week. So these are the pairs which I call A plus setup for next week. Make sure you like and subscribe. I know right now I'm down with like my video I just uploaded earlier this Friday. I'm down with like no viewers, and I don't want to make this shit clear. I don't do any video for views or whatever. I do wanna watch this video when I'm down, I'm then profitable, and I'll be like, yo, I did well, not giving up. Yeah, so my videos are not out there for views or whatever. Like, so I just do it because I feel like doing it. Yeah. So that's all. I think this is a goodbye.